Okay. Sorry about the long delay on that. I was having issues with my microphone connection. If anybody's already here and they've been waiting, thank you for your patience. I'm going to go ahead and actually try to get started now. I think we're all finally set up. Really wish it didn't take that long, but it is what it is. Let me go ahead and transition over to the game screen, turn on my controller. Okay. Like I said, I want to give quick thanks to anybody who stops by to check this out, whether you're watching it live or in the video. Really appreciate the support. And a message just came in. Neku's back. He says, I'm late to the party. I am in fact late to the party. I frequently set myself a 10-minute timer, and I'm almost always late, which is why I changed the text message to say, oh no, I'm late. But I'm hoping that as I stream more, I'll be able to time my breaks a little bit better and actually make it back on time. Go ahead and pop this up over the corner. Alright. Go ahead and continue. Egbert. Our dear boy Egbert. The man with magnificent clothing. Man, I cannot speak today. There we go. There's our beautiful outfit with our pink shorts. I still love the exposed legs with the pink short shorts underneath the waistcloth or whatever you want to call that. Neku says you got pizza and chips? Nice. I actually just had pizza earlier. Alright. I haven't actually looked at this save for the last couple of days, and I didn't rewatch the footage to find out where I left off. But if I recall correctly, I just finished the majority of the basic setup, and I'm at the point where I'm allowed to kind of free roam and start to do my own thing. I think... yeah, there's a journal entry way here at the back that I can check. Yeah, looking to the future. It says I need to talk to the 3 people I know here in town, which on my last save I did not do, and they just straight up left town without me. I didn't know what was going on. So this time I think I'm actually going to talk to them and see if it updates the info and tells me where to go to talk to them again.
Listen well.
Says I should say my goodbyes to Oliel and Izan before they leave. That's exactly what I was just saying. I mean, I guess that's one way to describe the appearance. Not my first thought, but I kind of see it, yeah. No, I want that. There we go. can't recall if I already talked to her.
Lend me your ear. As a matter of fact, I could use a Brosh Explorer for something. Here's what I need.
Looking for a rare mushroom in the shape of a shield. Grows in Blister Burrow, northeast of Seattle.
You'll know it if you find. Perfect.
Sounds like an
Lend me
adventure.
your
I'll
ear.
do it.
I'll
Hoping that
see
working
you.
for you doesn't turn out to be a problem later, but yeah, I'll take the job for now. Money's good. If I recall correctly, yeah, this guy's over here. Why can't I have that weapon? Like, who is this guy that he's got all these fancy clothes and this cool sword?
I take it you've heard the news?
And I've got a whole lot of nothing to start with.
I've got one little fishing barge to my name, and by a lad, I'm gonna use it.
Using to the heroic kingdom of Levant.
The heroic kingdom believes in chasing progress to create a better world.
I mean, chasing progress to create a better world seems to kind of be the foundational creed for most cities and groups, but that's fine.
Levant believes that everyone deserves a shot at what they're best at.
The most rational place for a fresh start. Oh, I take it you're not going to forgive your brother, are you? I forgot that last time we found out his brother was the reason the ship crashed.
Not in 1,000 years.
He had one job, keep the lighthouse lit, and he couldn't even manage that.
Damn it!
Yeah, but I think hating him made him a little sad last time, so, you know. Maybe a forever grudge isn't the best outcome.
Likewise, my friend. If you plan to make the journey to Levant completely on foot, be prepared for a long, long journey. If you have the courage to face the Abrasar Desert, I'll be waiting for you.
Oh hey, that's a free machete.
I guess this is goodbye. I'm leaving this place to join the Holy Mission. Mother and I had a talk. Risa has done some things I can't agree with. I can't talk about it.
Okay, so she's done some things that you can't agree with, and you can't talk about it. You had no desire to follow in her footsteps, and she told you something that further reinforced that.
All right, listen.
Unlikely we'll meet again, unless of course you want to join me. Having someone I trust by my side would make me a lot less nervous.
Excellent.
I'll think about it.
The Holy Mission is about more than just working under a manifested god. Have discipline and mastery over yourself.
Interesting. To join the Holy Mission and give up your bloodline, you'd be free from ever making payments on your blood price as well. It's the ideal clean slate. Ah yes, you can get out of your debt if you just forsake all of your family.
If you do want to join us, meet me in Monsoon, in the Hallowed Marsh. Once in the marsh, follow the Pilgrim Road.
Oh, I guess I need to go talk to Risa again. But I think right here, these 3 people giving me the 3 different locations to go to would be the 3 main storylines that I was told about when I started this game. I'm assuming that whichever of the 3 of them that you plan to meet up with is the storyline that you commit to for your character. Because it seems like they're all at odds with each other and heading in wildly different directions.
There you are. Urgent news just came in. Well then. I'm going to Berg, the main settlement in the Enmakar forest. I have an offer.
I'm looking at her right now and seeing the eye
will
patch,
pay off
her
the
talking
blood
about my
price.
future being important to her.
And adopt you into the
And
Abaddon.
I'm remembering Roland, the guy on the docks, had given me a hint that she may be psychic, and now what she's saying is kind of only reinforcing that she gets some kind of visions or premonitions. If I pledge myself to work with her, she will also pay off the blood price and adopt me into the Aberdeen bloodline.
It's complicated. The Blue Chamber Collective is about coming together as a family. Well then. It's your choice.
So I guess I can understand why she and her daughter are having an issue. If her daughter's saying, abandon your family to be free of debt, and she's saying, family and tribes are the most important thing. I have a
Your
choice.
life is in your hands. You will need to prepare travel rations. Well then. Listen well.
Guess I can't check the bigger map until after I actually head outside. Okay. Well, looks like my main quest line is now to pick one of those 3 cities and find a way to get there. But for now, I'd rather actually just do some gearing up and some exploration.
Need something?
I'm going
All
outside.
right. I feel comfortable letting you outside the walls. Use the door when you want to head out. Need something?
I feel like yep, fair enough. I think I goofed by taking the back entrance out of the town last time. Because if you talk to that guy at the door when you get ready to go out, he normally teaches you a skill for your equipped weapon, but because I took the back exit, he's just kind of skipping that apparently. But looks like no spear skill for now. quick pause. There we go. Just adjust this very quickly. Perfect. All right. I think we already collected some of the berry bushes around here, but let me double check. I think my supplies are fine. No, don't run away. Come back. Come back. Why are you so fast? Alright, well, goodbye, bird. Nice, 4 tripwire traps. I think those will probably actually come in handy now that I've learned how to use them. Let me go ahead and slot those to my quick slot. Oh, that's an interesting little deep crack down to some water down there, it looks like. Oh, that's a different bird. Ow. Oh, there they are. I knew there was a couple of bandits down here somewhere. That guy looks like he's got an iron spear or polearm of some kind. Kinda want to take that from him. Come here, bud. Let's dance. Ooh, ow. Ow! Okay. I'm just gonna poke at you. I win. With the horizontal sweeps he was doing, though, I don't actually think I want that weapon. I was hoping it was some kind of a better spear. Ooh, that connected. Oh, I've got the backpack on. Yeah, keep blocking. Lower your impact bar enough to get stun locked. Oh, yeah. Makes sense that these things were going to my pocket since I didn't have the backpack. There we go. I was adjusting the game volume real quick. It felt a little bit loud. The fact that killing a couple of those bandits there was enough to fill up my inventory means that I definitely should go back to town, probably drop off a few things, and buy the better backpack before I head to the dungeon. I knew I was forgetting something, but a bigger backpack is definitely pretty much essential for solo play. Oh, I guess I have to actually... There we go. Plenty of clothes and things I could actually be selling right here. Or tearing up for material to be able to craft things to sell. Oh, of course I'm way too heavy with all that, so let me drop the actual things I want to keep right here. Still can't move. I can slow walk now, but that's not good enough. So let's turn that hood into cloth, and these tattered clothes here into cloth. Much better. Now I should be able to go and sell these and make enough for the backpack. I'm hoping it's like 50 or under.
What can I do for you? All right.
Let's see. Just go ahead and sell. Oh, nice. The sandals actually sell for an okay amount here.
Is there something you need?
Oh, it's only 25. I was expecting double. For 25, that's absolutely worth. Almost tempting to grab a cooking pot while I'm at it, but I can always just use the kitchen at the house for now. If I switch the backpacks here, there we go, I can move to one here and just put all that in my current bag. Much better. See, much bigger backpack. It's got double the inventory space, and the big benefit is we can hang a lantern off of it for light, even while I'm using a two-handed weapon. With this backpack, I feel much more confident just running straight out there. You might be thinking, looking at my health and stamina, that I probably shouldn't just run straight out there, but I've got the bedroll in my backpack, so I can always do a quick rest before I go in if I need to. Which, I mean, I would agree that looking at those stats, I need to. So you can kind of see as you head northeast here, or northwest like she said. No, northeast is the right way here, it's just back here around the corner. When you start to see these little Trog statues, and generally whenever I see these things, it's kind of an indicator of a POI nearby. And over there is the entrance to the Blister Burrow that we need to head to. But thankfully, if I'm recalling correctly, there they are. There's some butterflies back here, and the butterflies signify a safe zone to be able to rest without worrying about ambush or anything. So if I lay down my bedroll, you can see here the guard amount. Basically, in a safe zone, you don't have to worry about it. It says location is safe, you can rest without fear of being ambushed. So if you can find one of the little butterfly spots anywhere out in the wild, it's usually good to remember where it's at, so that if you're in the area, you know where to go to be able to rest safely, and be able to utilize your time for just full sleep and repair without having to spend like a third of it on guard duty. But I notice my water's low, and it's going to get lower if I sleep, so I'm going to take a quick drink before I actually commit to the rest. Cancel one more time to double check that none of my gear is heavily broken, but it looks fine. I'm just going to do 1 hour of repairs. I'm going to go ahead and utilize probably 3 hours of sleep. I don't really mind doing the dungeon at night because it's going to be inside the mountain anyway. And being underground in the dark like that, it's not going to be a problem for me to be waking up at night. Alright, health and stamina are full. Pitchfork did regain a little bit of durability. And Yeah, since I have a second bedroll here, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the first one on the ground there so it doesn't take up backpack space. Food and drink aren't super low, so I can just go ahead and use the jerky and some water if I need to partway. I remembered seeing these crab eye seeds back here as I was running up looking for the butterflies, so I want to make sure I grab those. I can cook the crab eye seeds and they become poisonous once cooked, and then you can use those with the linen cloth to make poisoned rags. And you can use the poisoned rags to essentially add temporary, or well, the different rags you can use to add temporary elements or status effects and things to your weapon. Similar to, I'm thinking like the resins and things like that in the Souls games. Alright, we are loaded in. I don't have actual armor yet, so I'm probably going to play this a little bit slow. Ooh, but a nice big iron halberd might be a replacement for the pitchfork. That's actually a decent find right here at the front door. Ah, temporarily increases physical damage and 1 for stealth. That could all actually be kind of useful in here. My spears, 16 damage, 14 impact, 1.1 attack speed. 10% lower attack speed on the iron halberd is kind of worth like a 50% damage increase. Or well, looks like it's actually a bigger impact increase than it is damage. Items on my right, trogs on my left. I'm gonna drop the backpack here. Can I actually just sneak up on him? Is there any kind of backstabbing in this game? If there is, that's not the button for it. But wow, is that way better than my spear with that impact damage. I feel like impact is probably a stat that's worth prioritizing more than raw damage output, depending on the circumstances. But I feel like unless I can find any real heavy enemies, the impact allowing stun lock is going to be pretty effective. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and leave my light off. Unless I'm active sneaking, they can still usually detect me from far away, because the trogs have pretty good dark vision, it seems. I think maybe slow walking it with the light off will help me not get attention from like down the hallway or like different adjacent room or something. I can try to be at least a little bit quiet until I'm in active combat. See, I worry that if I was sprinting right there, the guy inside that room probably would have heard me. Drop the backpack here. I don't know if there's anybody else in the hall behind me. Or if there's even more in this room. Nope, there's at least 2 up there. Okay, I sprinted for a half second there, and now it looks like there's 4 coming my direction, and I'm out of here. Please, get me out, get me out. I'm gonna grab that backpack, run back to the start, and try to reset. Oh, with the music, I can tell that one just saw me. I'm gonna leave my backpack in the entryway here. Oh, he spotted me a little. I just wanted to look down the hallway and make sure there was nobody behind me. Looks like he's inspecting his downed friends, so if they find a downed ally, do they actually like, become more alert? Oh, okay. So it does only take 2 hits to get their bar below half, and they stagger on the second hit. That's fantastic. Now that I know that, I'm actually not very worried about this. I do need to eat fungal cleanser. Medicinal mushroom dish that removes poisons and diseases. Another guy that sees me. I'll go ahead and use the jerky. I believe. Or, yeah, okay. Using the beef jerky does give me a little bit of health regen for 10 minutes or so. I found drinking water and eating food in this is pretty much critical to actually having health and stamina regen. Which sounds pretty self-explanatory, but I believe you actually have none without it. So that if there's no food in your belly recently, which I think the buff lasts, yeah, about 10 minutes. So you basically want to eat some kind of food item every 10 minutes or so just to maintain health regen. Oh, hey, recipe for a blessed potion. I'll take that. Go ahead and drink some water. You can see the other buff that popped up down in my bottom left is not just water refilling, but the water effect is stamina recovery. Doesn't last as long as the benefit of a good meal that has a stamina buff, but it actually does stack, so drinking water and eating stamina foods is great for being able to just run constantly. I almost forgot. Mushroom shield that I need is right here. The one that I forget the woman's name, but the one that the woman was asking for back in town. take another drink. I mean, it looks like free water right here. I'll need to go back and grab my backpack if I want to actually pick anything else up, though. Oh, hello. How you doing, friend? If the answer was good, it's about to be really bad. Okay, yeah, that's the magic guy back there, the one that's glowing. Looks like he has some kind of, yeah, staff. What are you... Oh. Ah! Oh my god, what? That actually... It didn't hurt me, but it apparently connected with the splash to give me the debuffs. It's not great. I know one of these debuffs is confusion? Oh, and pain. Looks like more or lower physical resistance and impact resistance, so I could get stun locked easy by physical. No, he's also got much more health than the other ones. Apparently it doesn't matter since I found a good halberd right off the bat. Like I said, when I saw this at the front door for free, this was a great find to be able to have for the dungeon. The fact that it was at the front door before the first enemy is super lucky. Oops. Didn't mean to bump into my desk there. It looks like it's just these two. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't out. I'm gonna get ambushed from behind. Oh. Oh, that hurts. Oh, okay, okay. One-on-one, this halberd is extremely effective. Against the two here, I'm not tanky enough to just swing wildly, because I'm gonna eat hits. And just like that, I get run down. Should have seen that coming as soon as I started feeling confident. Without the strength to fight, you can only watch helplessly as troglodytes surround you, chittering in their barbaric language, and haul you through their cave. The foul smell of rotting meat fills your nostrils as they dump you into a large, well-lit room. Troglodytes gather around a large stone pot over a fire, sometimes staring at you hungrily. Suddenly, a noise echoes in the cave and the monsters freeze. The dim-witted creatures then grab their spears and charge out, leaving you alone. And giving me a brief opportunity to escape. Where am I? Did I get free stuff? And my backpack returned to me? Did they go find my backpack and bring it to me? Mushroom halberd seems very tempting. Huh. Mushroom halberd has significantly lower durability, but is otherwise basically the same but with poison. Having natural poison on the weapon kind of eliminates the need for using the poison rags, so that is tempting. But the idea of half durability could suck if I try to use it as a primary weapon. I don't know if this food gives health regen, so I guess I just need to eat one and find out. The answer is no. It cleanses poisons and diseases. Probably refilled my hunger some since I didn't check that first, but otherwise provides a no health regen or stamina regen. And because of course I was in a rush to get out here, I did not bring the cooking pot, like I mentioned may have been helpful. And I only had the beef jerky for health regen food. I'm going to need to be a little bit more careful here. Do I have bandages? I do not, but I have enough cloth to make at least one or two. Is this the room I just got knocked out in? No, it looks like this is a different room. And it has a chest over here. What's in the chest? Straw hat, fire rag, linen cloth, and wood. Straw hat's not bad. Just the chest in here, it looks like. Or if I had a pickaxe, I could mine the mana stones, but I forgot to bring it. I think I left it on the floor in my house. I know I didn't take out everything in the cave here, but the fact that nobody else has found me yet makes me think I did get most of them. It's possible I got taken down by the last couple of guys. Oh, hey friend. You made the mistake of not having backup. See one more alive over there on the right hand side, so I'm going to sweep left. No one over here. Oh, this guy's also injured. Oof. Couldn't see his weapon without dark. Oh, okay. Whew. I almost ate 2 hits in a row there and went down again. Oh, hey. Yeah, I was wrong. It wasn't the last 2 guys. There's definitely more, or there were more. I'm not sure if there's more after this. My backpack should be, yep, right down here. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bandage from the backpack. And that'll give me some slow trickle health regen for about a minute. Drink some of that free water. I'm definitely... I mean, I'm gonna have to come back, because just seeing everything that's available at the moment to loot just from the enemies, I'm likely gonna run out of backpack space, so I'll have to make a second trip back here. Just to actually... Oh, let me get the mushroom, not the water. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a second trip to be able to bring all the loot back to town. So whenever I make it back to town, I'll need to make sure I remember to grab my pickaxe. The iron ore I don't care too much about, but the mana stones are incredibly useful. Or at least I feel like they will be if I can learn how to use them. Let me grab everything I can and run it back to the entrance of the dungeon. Wherever the entrance is, I'll have to figure that out too. I think I've just gone in circles like 5 times, so I'm actually going to start heading right whenever I see the opportunity instead. Okay, okay. This seems like the right way to go. Is there anybody else in this middle room? No? Okay, I haven't been in this room yet. Yeah, I don't have the pickaxe for the iron. Giant heart garnet. Large mineralized heart of an ash giant. Interesting. Do their hearts just naturally turn into gemstones, or is that like a thing that happened after it died? Ooh. Plenty of good loot here, actually. I feel like this is going to be a decently profitable run. Whether that profit turns into silver coins or a bunch of usable items, either way. Last time I was doing a test save to kind of learn how to play the game, I did not find nearly as many useful potions and things in here. This is definitely feeling like I've got a little bit more luck this time around. These two double doors, I remember, I actually just found the aquamarine on one of those people, which opens the first door. But I'm going to need to find, let me interact with it. Yeah, I need to find a sapphire to be able to open the second door. But if I remember correctly, there's like a weapon and some armor behind there that you can get. Right. While I'm in the inventory, I'm going to turn off my lantern to save a little bit of fuel, though I've found a bunch of oil already, so I doubt that it's going to be an issue fuel-wise. But yeah, I'll just leave it on. First things first, I'm dropping all of the Trog Spears. I'm going to put the slightly more valuable things over here. And I think at this point all that's really left is to collect all the loot that I can and run it back to town. I do find it incredibly nice too how it seems so far that any enemy who wields a usable weapon always drops their weapon when they're defeated, so you can, if you see anyone using a weapon that you want to use, if you take them out, you can probably use it without having to worry about whether or not you got lucky with a low drop rate or whatever. It seems like they just drop whatever they had equipped in their hands, but not their armor. I don't know if there's much else in here, but I feel like there was one more like body container or junk pile that I didn't loot. I think I skipped it because I didn't have my backpack at the time. I could be wrong, but I want to double check. Worst case though, I can do one more run through when I come back to pick up the loot. And use the, because I'm going to have to come to some of these back rooms with the pickaxe if I want those extra mana crystals. Alright, I'm just running in circles, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and come back instead. I think it was up this way to the left, and then right through the green lit doorway. Yeah, right here. Maybe I'm just remembering this guy's body that I left the berries on. I'm gonna dismantle a couple of these things to save a little bit of extra weight. Oh, if I can actually do the buttons correctly. Get rid of the worker's hood. Usually the tattered hoods and things are more worth turning into cloth than they are actually trying to sell for 1 or 2 silver. I could turn these weapons into scrap metal, but I don't feel like I need. How much do I have, actually? Only 3 on me. Oh, nice. Troglodyte staff breaks down into mana crystals apparently instead of wood or something else. See, that looks like, what, 6 or 7 more spears? Which means if I have a completely empty backpack, they weigh 6 each, I believe. If there's 6 of them, I don't even need a completely empty backpack to be able to carry them all in the second run. I'm going to need to accommodate for the stones and ore and stuff that I want to come back and mine, and the weight of the pickaxe, though. Alright. Thankfully it's a nice little short hike back to town for that first dungeon, so I'm not too worried about having to make it a couple times for the loot. I remember though that once you start to venture out further and further, you have to be a little more strict about what's worth actually picking up and carrying, because running multiple trips back and forth from a long distance POI far from town with no fast travel, that's just... it's a pain. It can be worth it if the loot's good enough or valuable enough, but it's still a pain to have to run it back and forth like 3 times on the same path. So for now, I'm just collecting everything I can for money, and in the future, once I've actually got better gear and things for myself, I'll be much more strict about what I'm trying to carry out of the dungeon with me. I'm gonna bring the giant heart garnet. I'm not sure how much it sells for, or if I turn it into the woman that asked for the mushroom shield. She says she collects other curious items. I know I can turn it into her as like a bonus item, but I don't know how much it's worth or what I get if I do that. I also have no idea what the giant heart garnet is useful for, if anything other than selling. So I'm a little torn on whether I get rid of it right away, because I don't know if I can get another one, at least soon. What time is it in the game here? 2:11? I got plenty of time left in the daytime to make the trip one more time.
Greetings, friend.
Helen Turnbull, that's her name. I kept referring to her as the Curiosities Woman. hear about
Come
work.
here.
Found that rare mushroom you wanted.
You've earned this.
She gives me 70 silver for that. May have something
Lend
for
me
you.
your ear.
I have this unusual
I'm
item.
always interested in curiosities. What have you got? Oh, an interesting piece.
Okay, good. She doesn't just take it and give me a price. She actually makes me an offer first. 30 silver's not that much, to be honest. Like, at that price, I'll keep
No
it.
deal then. Please reconsider the offer. I'll see you.
30 silver's not worth giving up what is, at the moment, seeming like a kind of unique item. I may be wrong, and you actually just farm them later. Nope. Didn't mean to swap backpacks there. I was trying to open it to see if it had any loot. But no, I took everything last time. I didn't grab my mining pick. It's worth it to turn around and grab it, I think. I feel like the mana stones are going to come in handy as soon as I can actually afford to buy the alchemy kit and start trying to learn alchemy recipes. I feel like mana stones are going to be probably essential for some of those. Might as well bring my fishing spear, fishing harpoon, whatever, as well. I'm gonna move both of those to my pocket, puts it at a perfect 10 out of 10. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here, actually. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the break screen real quick and give myself a quick break, go refill drinks, stretch my legs. I'm gonna come back and make the run over to the dungeon to go grab the rest of that equipment that I left on the floor. And then I'm going to come back to the town, sell it, and kind of assess the current situation, see what the plan is. Let me go ahead and swap over to that. There we go. Got the timer up, and hopefully this time I make it back before the timer is actually over. Okay. Go ahead and switch this back over to the main screen. There we go. Kick back and get nice and comfy, because comfy vibes are the best vibes. And there we go. I should already be set up here. Yeah. Run down there and collect what I need to off the dungeon. Oh hey, I see a bird. I feel like that's the one that ran away from me earlier. I'm back. Drop the backpack by this rock. In case he tries to run. Don't take me out! I'm sorry! Ooh. Didn't think he was going to peck me once and almost knock me out again. Another... It's another 2 bandits. I didn't think they were going to respawn that quickly. It's so tempting to go fight those guys, but I really don't need to right now. All right. I think good. Let me run and actually grab the mana crystals and that iron ore if I can find them again. Oh hey, there's... See? Last time I was here I said I feel like there was a body I skipped, and it's right there. I'm going to refill my water skin. Or I deposited my water skin. I guess it's a good thing there's free water here. There was iron back here, perfect. None of these count as mana crystals, despite all the glowing purple. Was there? Yeah, there's one back here. Just one mana stone. If I mine all the mana stones in here and it turns out to be less than just dismantling that Trog staff, I might just have to find more of the magic Trogs if I want mana stones. Though of course I already forget where the other stone is. This is the room I just came into, right? Yeah. And head over this way. That's the entrance. Okay. Do one more quick run. I'm gonna run up to the top here. Maybe it was easier to find from up here. And there's the other iron vein. Which makes me feel like the other stone probably is down here somewhere. And it's just one more mana stone. Nothing extra. Still worth it, I think. It's also good for me to run through at least a few times and try to familiarize myself with the dungeon, because I have no idea what the actual timer is for how it works, but I know that the dungeons and POIs and some of the stuff does reset. I'm just not sure how long it takes or what the trigger conditions are. How long is my water buff? I've still got a couple minutes. Just gonna go ahead and keep it and run. It is so tempting to just run straight back to the town, but I think I'm going to use the bedroll that I already have sitting down here. I'll lose my stamina regen from the water buff, but I'll gain higher max stamina and a full stamina refill, so I'm gonna do 1 hour. I think I may, not all the time. I'll likely just bring the 1 bedroll with me for general purposes, but I think I may bring 2 whenever I do a dungeon like that, so I can leave 1 at the entrance and have 1 with me for emergencies. I know I can get a tent later. I'm not sure how heavy the tents are for the backpack or how much space they take. Probably wouldn't be worth it to carry multiple tents. No, I didn't mean to do that. Or that. I think I open the inventory. There we go, and hit take all. Try to remember how to actually pick up the backpack on the ground and put it in my current backpack instead of swapping them out.
What can I do for... All right.
See, all of these spears sell for 6. So that alone is an extra 36, which is more than she was offering me for that giant heart garnet, which is why I was thinking garnet's really probably not worth turning in. I could sell that cheap backpack. The rest of this I don't need to sell. I forget, I know the blacksmith can craft me gear here.
What can I do for you?
I say, craft me something instead of
Here's what
buy.
I need.
Special armor from the blue sand. The total of what, 850 silver? That's a little steep. Not unreasonable or undoable, but especially because you can only, if I recall correctly, you can only craft 1 piece at a time, or have him craft 1 piece at a time. And it takes, I think, a full day or 2 for him to actually craft the piece. So I guess if I can earn enough to start the crafting for the first piece, I should be able to spend the time it takes for the piece to be finished to try and raise money for the next piece to start right after. Oh, I almost forgot, the silver actually does have some weight to it. So the more I try to stack up in my backpack, the heavier I will get. I feel like looking at everything I have in here, I could probably do some somewhat decent like crafting to try and make some money. I know one of the most basic things I used to do was taking the cloth with the random things to make the elemental buffing rags. Because I think the cloth and usually whatever item that you combine with it sell for 1 or 2 each, and the rags sell for like 4 to 6 total. Not huge profit increases, but common and plentiful materials, so still pretty worth it. I'm not going to bother with all that right now, though. I'm just going to sell off the rest of these random weapons and things that I found.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, I'd rather sell to the right merchant. I don't think you get any extra gold out of selling to the
All right.
properly themed merchant, but with the idea that they get added to his inventory for resale, I kind of like the idea of organizing the items in the right inventories for when I go shopping. Not that I plan to buy any of this stuff back, but I'd rather not have the general store flooded with all kinds of junk weapons when I'm searching for something valuable to buy.
Is there something you need?
See, the tents aren't bad. I mean, price-wise, usefulness-wise, I feel like they're really good. I'm gonna buy that super cheap cloth. I'm tempted to pick up the simple tent. Just because 32 is really not that bad at all for something I'm probably going to wind up using a lot. But the fur tent is probably going to be better investment because it says large bonus to stamina usage instead of small, but also high resistance to cold weather, so I feel like the simple tent may not be as good as soon as the winter hits, whenever that is. I don't know if I buy this now if I'm going to wind up having to buy a fur tent later anyway.
Hey there! Here's the plan. Hey, listen.
Okay, so she sells the alchemy kit that I can use to start to produce these potions and things. So I guess the big debate is whether or not I want an alchemy kit, a fur tent, or if I want to save this 160 and put it towards starting that first armor piece crafting. What does this guy sell?
Greetings, friend.
He sells a gun. A flintlock pistol. For 50? Hmm. That actually also seems pretty tempting. I never really played around with any of the offhand weapons. I'm actually not even sure if this is an offhand, it doesn't really specify. What was I thinking? Slot skill. That's right. Fire and reload. Yeah, I know the daggers go in your offhand and you can use the dagger slash. I'm gonna guess the flintlock pistol goes in the offhand and functions similarly, where you use the skill to activate it instead of your regular attack buttons. It's day 5 in the game. My inventory's not too full. I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually, what time is it? 1:36 in the game. No. I was tempted to use the nighttime to run the beach to start collecting the blue sand that I need. But I feel like my max stamina is too low. And if I use any time to rest to restore my max stamina, I'm going to wind up running out of time to actually try and cover ground on the beach before it becomes daytime again. I know that the blue sand that we need for the armor crafting can only really be found on the beach, or at least that's where I was finding it last time. I know you can rarely get it from using the fishing harpoon on spots. Gear damaged, worth repairing. Nothing's really damaged, but go ahead and equip the mining pick. Put the 1 hour repair as usual. I'm gonna say 2 hours and see how much that actually restores on the health and stamina. I usually do 3 or 4, but if I'm at half, I wonder if 2 will still cover it. I mean, that did actually mostly restore both of them. Maybe in the future I'll cut down to 2 instead of 3 every time. I'd rather have a whole extra hour in the day than to restore like that last 5% of health or whatever. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do next, so I think I may be done with Outward, for now at least. Go ahead and take a nice long break and try to think about what my next move is going to be for the next time I start up the stream with this game. I know I've got plenty of options on things I could be doing, but I don't know how I want to spend my money just yet. But also with the blue sand only being available at night, the time it takes to actually craft the armor pieces and things like that, I don't really just want to waste time running around and, you know, progressing the actual in-game days and all of that without starting the process on those things. And I think with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream finished for tonight right here. And whenever I pick it up next time, I will try to have a solid plan on, you know, whether or not I'm going to buy the armor or the equipment and stuff, like the tent and alchemy kit first. And then I also need to find another way to raise up like another, what, 600 or 700 silvers? I know of the bandit camp up north that I could be doing, so maybe we'll try and do that next time. As always, big thank you to anybody who was watching live. Big thank you to anybody who happens to stop by and check out the video after the stream. I appreciate the support that everybody's been giving me so far. I've been having a lot of fun with this, so hopefully the quality keeps improving, and I will see you all next time.